I am Janine from Purple Room Yoga, and I write the Substack Yoga Living 50 and Beyond. Today I'm going to talk about Chaturanga Dandasana, four-pointed staff pose. I'm going to give the full version. I'm also going to give a modified version because it's a very powerful pose, but you have to understand what's going on in the shoulders because it's a repetitive pose in a typical vinyasa flow. But if you do it wrong over and over and over again, you're going to damage your shoulders. So I want to talk just a little bit about shoulders and thinking about where the shoulder blades are on your upper back. So shoulder blades can elevate, they can depress, they can retract, which is squeezing together, and they can protract, which is spreading apart. And so in Chaturanga, you want to think about the shoulder blades in depression and a very slight retraction. So they're not spreading wide, but they're slightly coming in toward each other to support, so that you're using the muscles of the upper back instead of relying on the little rotator cuff muscles. So oftentimes we come into Chaturanga from plank pose. And so when you're in a plank, the shoulders are directly over the wrists. When you're in Chaturanga, the shoulder joint is in front of the elbow joint, but the shoulder blades are down the back. And then the whole body is kind of parallel to the floor. So it requires a lot of core strength and a lot of leg strength. But so we're going to start with the modified version. So coming into a half plank, where the knees are on the floor behind the hips, there's a straight line from the top of the head to the knees. Spread the fingers wide, starting with the shoulders over the wrists. And then, like we did a moment ago, press the shoulder blades down the back, squeeze them very slightly toward each other, and then reach the chest forward as you bend the elbows. And you'll notice that I'm hinging at the knees. So there's one straight line as I lower down. Now, oftentimes what happens is you drop the hips and the head, or you kind of stick the butt up in the air. You want to keep a straight line from the top of the head to the knees if you're in the half version, or top of the head to the heels if you're in the full version. Now, until you build up the strength, you want to find that shoulder blade stability, and maybe you just bend the elbows half an inch, right? That might be all you do. Just feeling that the body's connected, the abdominals are working, the quads and glutes are working, and you're just feeling the lats. The shoulder blades are squeezing down the back, the elbows are pulling in toward the body. Once you can come comfortably to where the shoulders are level with the elbows, and you never want the upper arms to be dropped. You want at the lowest point, your upper arms are parallel to the floor, the shoulders and the elbows are level. You don't want to drop lower than the shoulders, because that's also when you can start to damage the shoulder blades, the rotator cuff. So coming from the full version, right, you start in plank. Now I'm kind of hinging at the toes, feeling the shoulder blades moving back. I'm going to shift the body weight forward and bend the elbows. Again, maybe just an inch, maybe all the way, but you never want to sort of collapse into Chaturanga Dandasana. I often joke that Chaturanga Dandasana means four-pointed staff pose and not collapse to the floor before upward dog. So thinking of keeping the body straight and lowering forward and downward as a unit. And I hope that helps. Thanks for watching.